Good morning, kids. Dad here. Happy July 22nd, 2026 at 9:01 in the morning. Happy July 22nd. If you know what day your dad's birthday is, you'll know why I say happy today. It's going to be a good day. Had a great 10K run yesterday. Took today off of work. Gonna go help a friend out who's having surgery. Make sure they get home. Make sure they get settled in, situated, all that after their surgery here. And yeah, so I got a little bit of time. Took the day off of work. Kind of a special day for that. So I'm gonna get a workout in here. Get a really nice workout, and then go take care of a friend for the day. But in the meantime, I'm going to talk to you kids about step. What are we at? 8. Step 8. So the quick recap is, I like to do. Step 1 was the surrender, right? Firing myself. I suck at life, Dad. Step 2 was recognizing, appreciating, understanding that it would take a power greater than me to restore me to sanity. Step 3 was putting God in charge, putting a higher power in charge. Dad, you suck at life, you're fired. Got to find something bigger and stronger than me to be in charge. Step 3, putting that thing in charge. Step 4, making those lists, right? Things I'm afraid of, things I'm angry about, personal relationships. Step 5 was the confession, sharing that list with another person. Step 6 was that review, looking at and reflecting, have I done all those steps so far thoroughly? Was I ready to have God take everything, all the good, all the bad? Step 7 was that removal process, giving it all to God, turning it all over to God. All those character defects, all those ugly personality traits. Takes us to step 8, making a list of all people I had harmed. Making a list of all people I had harmed. Well, that one sucks when you think about it. Because boy, I gotta come up with a list of all the people I have harmed. Whew, that means I gotta think about people I've wronged. Some of those people made me angry. Some of those people deserved it, right? Yeah, I was a jerk to somebody, but they were a jerk too. Well, the challenge of this step 8 is I need to set aside whatever they did, their part in things, and look only at my part. Yep, that guy cut me off in traffic. He cut me off like a jerk, could have caused an accident. He was rude about it. But that part doesn't matter. What matters is I swore at him. So, the advantage, the easy part, is I already had that list from when I did step 4, right? I had that list of personal relationships that I'd wronged, people I had wronged. So I was able to take that list from step 4, and boom, there's my head start for step 8. And there's a couple people I added when I thought about it. When I sat down for a couple hours and thought about it. So the kinds of people I had on my list were a couple of my old bosses, a couple of my former employers. I had done wrong. I had not been the best possible version of me as an employee. There's probably some sick days I call it sick, where I wasn't really sick. I just wanted to go do what I wanted to do. I just didn't feel like working that day. And I definitely was not giving them 110% of myself like they expected, because I was being too selfish. In the process, I was being dishonest with them. So I had a couple of former bosses on my list. I had a Marine who I told one day that I'd give him a ride. And you know what I did that day? I didn't give him a ride. I woke up. I was in a bad mood. I was feeling sorry for myself. So I made up a lie. Did not give him a ride. Came up with an excuse. Boy, that was wrong. That wasn't cool at all. I had your mother on the list. I definitely was not the best husband, best friend that I could have been to her in a number of ways. Your grandma. Your grandma, she was on the list. There was things in reflecting that I didn't treat her to the standard that I expect of myself, right? Now, with all those people, I'm sure if you'd have asked me 3 years ago, hey, Ryan, why'd you do this to that person? Why'd you do this to that person? Oh, I could have given you excuses and reasons. Maybe even on some of them I was justified. Maybe a lot of people would have done what I did in some of those situations. But that doesn't excuse the fact that I still did it. So that's the challenge of step 8, is to really look in that mirror and say, what was my part? What did I do? It doesn't matter what they did. It doesn't matter if I feel like maybe they deserved it. I had to look at my wrongs, make a list of those people, and then I had to put some notes in terms of why, right? What exactly did I do to harm your mother, your grandmother, some employers, some friends? But that's step 8, making that list. It hurts. It's not fun. The pride, the ego. Thankfully, by the time you get to that step, your pride and ego is pretty well deflated. So it's not as challenging as it may sound when you think about it at face value, if you've never done the previous 7 steps. But if you've done the previous 7 steps, step 8 comes pretty easy, because all you're doing is making that list. And it's all mostly stuff you've already taught, already written down in your 4th step and talked about somebody in your 5th step. So that was my experience with it. It's a relatively easy one, but it is some homework to make that list again. But it was an important one. Tomorrow we'll talk about step 9, which for me was the scariest and most difficult one. But in the meantime, I hope you kids have a wonderful, wonderful, happy day. July 22nd, 2026. Your dad is 45 years old. 45. He's going to go hit the gym right now. Love you, kids. We'll talk soon.